Hello, and welcome to the Season 3 Trail Map by Gaze at the National Parks. I'm Mike.
And I'm Dusty, and we are your hosts. If you're joining us for the first time, Gaze at the National Parks is a podcast that explores the trails of America's national parks, one hiking trail in one national park, one park at a time, along with taking you on the trails through the incredible landscapes of our public lands. In our full-length episodes, in our Trail Mix episodes, we discuss issues related to the national park system, along with our visits to some of the other 419 park units that are part of the NPS.
In our past 2 seasons, we've covered 18 of the parks that we have visited so far. Some of those parks include Zion, Capitol Reef, Channel Islands, and Shenandoah. We have so many other parks to cover and so many more parks to see. As a way to kick off our season, we like to introduce some of these parks to you in an episode we title Our Trail Map. Along with being a primer for the season, it's also a game.
That's right. Our trail map is also known as the trailer for our season.
Mm-hmm.
We also love games here at Gaze at the National Parks. In fact, we usually have a game or two baked into each of our episodes. From One Has to Go to The Vault to One Letter Change, these games are something we play while we're out on the trails, which help add to the fun of our journeys together.
We also love to write Jeopardy-style trivia for the end of each of our full-length episodes. It's a fun way to wind down from an episode that often includes some thematic elements from the trail we were on or the park we were in. One of our favorite Jeopardy categories is before, during, and after. Hey, Dusty, what's a size of a bed fit for the most powerful piece on a chessboard? With the space of ground, you might plant these thorny bloomers. With this common rhyme about the colors of particular flowers. With this French movie about a budding lesbian relationship with a title that defies color theory.
I believe that is queen size bed of roses are red, violets are blue is the warmest color.
That's correct. Very good.
That was 4 parts.
That was before, during, after, and then some.
Yes.
I know. So,
yes,
you know, sometimes we do throw those tricky ones at you. And so to help us out in revealing the parks that we are going to be hiking in Season 3, I've written some trivia for us and for you at home to play. Are you ready, Dusty?
I'm so ready.
It's time for Guess That Park. I will be giving you the clues for each of the parks that we'll be hiking so far in Season 3. I say so far for several reasons. 1, we want to keep some surprises for you as we go along. 2, who knows what travel will look like this year. And 3, while we by no means traveled extensively during the time of COVID, we did explore some spaces that we didn't at all expect, and we are keeping them in our back pocket for right now. If you remember our Season 2 trail map, the game we played involved a series of clues that successively got easier to guess the park as we revealed more. This game will be like that, but with more of a pop culture twist to it. So I'm going to be giving you some clues that may not directly relate to the park, but part of the answer will. And so you'll have to guess the park from there.
Great. All right.
So strap in and get ready.
I'm ready.
Park number 1. So Lucille Bluth from Arrested Development famously says, "I'd rather be dead in California than alive in this state that houses the national park we're talking about."
Oh, is it Colorado?
That's incorrect.
Is it, Maine?
No, incorrect.
Is it, hold on, I'm going to guess again. Third guess. Oh, I know this quote too.
If you knew it, you'd say it.
Huh?
I can also go on.
Is it Arizona?
It is Arizona.
Got
Great.
it. Arizona.
This online university bears the name of the capital city of the state, which Michael Bluth attends in the rebooted seasons of Arrested Development on Netflix.
What is University of Phoenix?
That's correct. And Michael famously threatens to leave for this city and state several times, having his mother Lucille retort, "Well, if it isn't the boy who cried blank this city's name upon his return," which is sort of a redundant question, but go for it.
Is it Phoenix?
It is Phoenix.
Oh, okay.
Great. So what park am I talking about?
Are you talking about Grand Canyon?
That's correct. I am talking about Grand Canyon, which is only about, like 2 hours from Phoenix?
Sure, I've never been to Phoenix.
Yeah, we stayed in Phoenix.
No, we stayed in Flagstaff.
Oh, damn.
Which is not Phoenix.
No, that's right. We stayed in Flagstaff. You're totally right. Whoops. All right.
Oh, well,
so
that's okay.
That's Park 1, Grand Canyon. You know, the granddaddy of them all, I feel like, in a lot of ways.
Yeah.
People talk about this park like it's, their white whale. And
Yes.
they are Ahab.
Right.
So we are going to be bringing you to Grand Canyon at some point
Yes,
this
we
season.
will.
Are you ready for some more clues?
I'm ready.
Do you understand how this game works
I
now?
get it now.
Okay,
Yeah.
great.
Totally.
All right, the next park. This installation artwork by feminist artist Judy Chicago widely is regarded as the first epic feminist artwork. It functions as a symbolic history of women in civilization.
Is it Tilda Swinton sleeping in a box at MoMA?
It's not.
Oh, okay.
I'm going to go
Is
on.
it Rosie the Riveter?
No.
No. Okay.
This play by Neil Simon revolves around 6 people being invited to a Parisian restaurant.
You know, I should know this one.
I believe many of them are divorced as well, if that helps.
It's not Plaza Suite. And it's not Odd Couple, and it's not Laughter on the 23rd Floor.
This third might help you. This horror film follows a husband and a wife meeting over a meal to discuss the bankrolling of a new play, but there are darker intentions involved. They're all the same title.
Oh, did I see this movie?
But it was thematically all connected. Each of these things has the same title.
Oh, this is fascinating. I don't think I know this. I'm going to guess.
Okay.
But
you want
I
to
don't
guess the
think I
park or are you
know.
going to guess the title? Or both?
I don't know the park, so I'm going to
Okay.
have to guess the title in
Okay,
order
great.
to get to the park.
I should have saved this for last.
Who's in the movie?
No one that you would know, I don't think.
Okay. Do you know them?
Great. No, I don't. Bill Sage, Jeremy London are the people that are mentioned as top
So
billing.
this is like a
brand new indie.
this is like an
film.
indie film.
I thought you
someone
would.
in their
I thought you
backyard
would have gotten the Neil Simon. So
No,
I
no.
was really hoping that
the
was going to get you.
The dinner party.
That's right.
Oh,
There
the
you
dinner
go.
party.
The dinner party. You got there.
Okay.
So
The dinner party was a play. John Ritter was in that play on Broadway.
Mm-hmm.
It was like in the early odds. I remember when it was on.
So what park might that relate to?
Well, that makes me think of the Donner Party,
Okay.
but that's not going
That's
to
not
relate
what I
to a
was
park.
going. No.
The dinner party.
And I have another clue if you need the help. Where might you have dinner?
At a green table.
Yeah.
So Mesa Verde.
There we go. Connect those dots, girl.
There we go.
Mesa Verde.
Took a few leaps, but we
that's
got
okay.
there.
That one was the tricky one. I should have saved that for the end.
No
But,
worries. That was fine. I enjoyed
yeah.
it. Well
Mesa
crafted.
Verde. Wonderful, beautiful, incredibly
We learned
steeped
a
in
lot
history.
at
Mesa Verde. So Mesa Verde is a park that we had the pleasure of visiting and we will be discussing in this upcoming season.
Yes.
Great. Let's go to another park.
I'm ready.
The following movies all starred this celebrity: 30 Days of Night, Wicker Park, Hollywood Homicide, and The Faculty. The following songs are by this artist: You Raise Me Up, You're Still You, and To Where You Are. And the following shows starred this celebrity: The Affair, Fringe, and When They See Us.
Okay. So I think the first name is what you're looking for, a common first name, which is Josh.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So can you name the
Yeah.
last names? And then I'm sure you can name the park.
Great.
Yeah,
So the first one is Josh Hartnett.
that's correct.
And then Josh Groban.
That's correct.
And then I don't know the third one. I don't know.
I
the
could have
third
given
one.
you easier clues,
It's
but you would
okay.
have gotten them. What is Little Fires Everywhere?
Joshua Jackson.
There you go.
There we go. So I think that means Death Valley. No, I'm
Incorrect.
kidding. It means Joshua Tree.
It does mean Joshua Tree. Yes, beautiful, wild, and weird Joshua Tree.
Names of U2
Mhm.
albums.
Yes, names of U2 albums. I could have just said like The Unforgettable Fire, and that is end of list.
Yeah, there we go.
I don't know anything else. So yeah, Joshua Tree was one of our, quick jaunts that we were able to take when we did a bigger California road trip, and another park that we will be deeply diving into this season. Here's another set of clues that relates to another park. Capers, dictators, and pumpkins all have this in common with our national park.
Is it stems?
Incorrect.
Is it heads?
No. It's a word. You're thinking more of the objects themselves.
Is it spice?
No. Caper spice, dictator spice.
Dictator spice.
Right. The forgotten Spice Girl.
It's a word?
Yeah, let me go on. Okay. Characters in each of the films, which are part of the clue that I just mentioned, include in order Ralph, Floyd Pepper, and Bunsen Honeydew for capers, Napolini, Schultz, and Hink for dictators, and Sally, Charlie, and Linus for pumpkin.
Ooh, you did a lot of work on that one.
I did.
Okay, so the first one is going to give me a film title, and there's something related to all those film titles.
Mm-hmm. There's
is
one
it the
word.
word great?
That's correct.
Okay.
Look at you. You connected those dots. Roll your eyes at me.
So,
can I give you my last clue? Or
okay,
would you like
wait.
to
Hold on.
guess?
Hold on.
Great.
So all I need is the word great.
Yeah, that's it.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, I'm sure you know what the answer is.
So no. Hold on. I want to get this right.
Okay.
So like a great dictator, like the great dictator.
Mm-hmm.
It's the Great Pumpkin, Charlie Brown.
Mm-hmm.
And then the Great Caper.
There's another word in there.
The Great...
Ralph Pepper, Floyd Pepper, and Bunsen Honeydew. They're all films.
The Great Night Caper.
Based upon the misadventures of Muppets, the satirical take on Hitler, and a syndicated comic strip. So you got...
the Great Muppet Caper?
There you go.
Oh, okay, great.
Great. Okay, great. So what great park are we talking about?
Wait. So I have another part of the clue, though, right?
No.
So I have the Great Muppet Caper.
Yeah.
The Great Dictator is a film.
Yeah.
Oh, and then
That's
it's
with
the
Charlie
Great
Chaplin.
Pumpkin,
Yeah.
Charlie Brown. Right. I've seen that film.
Yeah.
Okay, great.
So what park are we talking about?
Oh, is the word great in there?
It is.
Is it Great Sand Dunes?
That's correct.
Beautiful.
I knew that we knew all the parks, so I was like, I had to be as crafty as I could be with you
Oh,
to
of course.
make you to throw you off a little bit. But I was like, how did you not get that right away once you got great? But yeah, Great Sand Dunes, another park that we visited, and we will talk about our hiking adventures there
Yes,
this
we will.
coming season. All right, so our last park, which should be easy at this point, but perhaps not. These items all have one thing in common. They were made by one person. Ram's head with hollyhock, From the Far Away, Nearby, and White Shell with Red.
Hold on. Was that 4 different clues?
No, that was one clue.
That was one clue.
Yes.
But that was that clue in 3 parts?
Those were the 3 items.
Okay, that sounded like 4 items. Go back to it again.
Ram's head with hollyhock.
No, but you said what's the thing before that?
These items have one thing in common. They were all made by one person.
Are you qualifying the 3 things you're about to say?
Yes.
Or is that
they
its
were
own
all,
separate clue?
No, they were all made by one person. These
Okay.
things. These
Okay,
things. Ram's head with hollyhock, From the Far Away, Nearby, and White Shell with Red. This person was married to the photographer Alfred Stieglitz. She split her time between New York City and the Ghost Ranch.
That's 2 things.
That's your second clue.
Is it only in 2 parts?
I have a third clue.
Right, but you've been giving me 3 parts of
No.
a single clue.
That first clue was 3 parts. This is just 2. Yeah, that was just a 2-part clue.
Okay, great.
Have I
I'm
broken
just following your own rules,
I've broken
girl.
you. I know I have given you a lot of things.
Thank you.
Okay.
You've given me 3 and then 3 and then 3.
Great.
So now what I heard was you gave me 4, but really you had a qualifier for the 3 and then you just gave me 2. So that confused me even
Yeah.
more.
This is why it's the last one to really throw you off.
Okay.
Great.
And then I guess the third one.
Okay, and the third one. While this space was not in the same state as the national park, I'm trying to get you to guess, the land that surrounded the Ghost Ranch bears the same name and was inspirational for her artwork here.
Okay, great. So now I think the first 3 are all paintings
That's correct.
by Georgia O'Keeffe.
That's correct.
And so I think the park that you're referring to is the Painted Desert
That's
and the
correct.
Petrified Forest.
Correct. What state was the Ghost Ranch in, though? Can you answer that?
New Mexico.
That's also correct.
Look at me.
You are a superstar.
Aren't I?
You are. And that's Guess That Park.
Look at that.
Mm-hmm.
Those were well crafted.
Well, I do what I can. And like we said, there are some surprises coming your way too, because that's certainly not everything that we are going to be covering in this coming season.
But it's certainly quite a bit of it.
Yes, that's correct.
So please enjoy season 3.
And stay tuned as our new episodes launch next Monday.
This has been the Season 3 Trail Map by Gaze at the National Parks, the podcast. We're here to remind you to hike early and hike often, and that adventure is always out there.
Gaze at the National Parks was created and is hosted by Dustin Ballard and Michael Ryan.
To see images from this episode, follow our Instagram at Gaze at the National Parks. To contact us, email us at gazeatthenationalparks@gmail.com. To find out more about the parks we visited in Season 1 and 2, and to keep up with the parks that we visit in Season 3, visit our website, gazeatthenationalparks.com. That's Gaze, G-A-Z-E.
All original artwork featured on Instagram and on our website is by Michael Ryan.
All original music was written by Dave Seaman and performed by Dave Seaman, Mariella Klinger, and Sean Sklios. Our music producer is Skylar Fortgang.
This episode was edited by Dustin Ballard. We would also like to acknowledge that while recording this episode, that we were on the traditional lands of the Lenape people, now known as Ocean County, New Jersey.